5 seconds to go. Start. Under the 2020 rules, one family member of the deceased government servant would be appointed on compassionate grounds to Group D base level post. Therefore, the application of the appellant was being sent to the collector for taking necessary action under the 2020 rules by the Office of the Excise Commissioner Orissa via communication dated 26th April 2021. Feeling aggrieved and dissatisfied with the communication dated 26 April 2021, by which the case of the appellant herein was directed to be considered under the 2020 rules, the appellant preferred the writ petition before the High Court. Before the High Court, it was the specific case on behalf of the appellant, original writ petitioner, that the policy prevalent at the time when the application for compassionate ground was made shall be applicable, and note the subsequent scheme prevalent at the time of deciding the application. A number of decisions of this court were relied upon. However, by the impugned judgment and order, and relying upon and or considering the decision of this court in the case of N.C. Santosh versus State of Karnataka 2020 7 SCC 617, the High Court has dismissed the said writ petition by observing that the claim should be considered as per the amended rules that were prevalent at the time of consideration of the application, and note the rules that were prevalent on the death of the government servant. Feeling aggrieved and dissatisfied with the impugned judgment and order passed by the High Court dismissing the writ petition and holding that the case of the appellant shall be governed by the 2020 rules, subsequent scheme, the original writ petitioner has preferred the present appeal. Learned counsel appearing on behalf of the respective parties have relied upon number of decisions of this court taking contrary view on the applicability of the scheme and or the relevant rules, namely whether the policy prevalent at the time of the death of the deceased employee or the policy prevalent at the time of consideration of the application. However, on the other hand, learned counsel appearing on behalf of the respondent's state has heavily relied upon a 3-judge bench decision of this court in the case of N.C. Santosh Supra. It is submitted that in the case of N.C. Santosh Supra, a 3-judge bench of this court, after taking into consideration the entire case law, has held that the claim should be considered as per the amended rules that were prevalent at the time of consideration of the application, and note the rules that were prevalent at the time of death of the government servant. Learned counsel appearing on behalf of the respondents has further submitted that even in the amended rules 2020, it is specifically provide that the amended 2020 rules shall be applicable with respect to all pending applications. It is submitted that in that view of the matter, the claim of the appellant for appointment on compassionate grounds is required to be considered as per the amended 2020 rules, and note as per the earlier 1990 rules. Stop.